Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new weekly episode of Setup Saturday. I'm here with Zero Cool. The thing is, we're both a little bit of sick. Zero Cool is mostly hangover, but I'm really sick. I've got a bit of a flu. So we're gonna make a small stream today, a short one. So we're only gonna cover Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana.
Mhm, mhm.
Um, so yeah, Zero Cool, how was your week?
Uh, the week was pretty good. Last night was better. It was a holiday here, but I had to work. And other than that, it's been an interesting week again with some FUDs
It was a
around
was a very good week
KuCoin.
actually.
Uh,
No, we went up 10%. Was it
uh,
this week the KuCoin drama?
KuCoin thoughts about I don't even remember. And then there was the SEC winning or going to court with Coinbase that had is big news. It's not new news, but it is big news. It's a development in the story, and yeah, Bitcoin is up. So
Also, in terms of
it's
news,
telling.
SBF got sentenced 25 years jail.
Yeah. Also a win for crypto, I think, in general. Let's put the past behind us. Move on.
Yeah, I don't think it matters. It's just putting the past behind us and just let's move on.
Mhm.
All right, let's dive right into it. So I got here the monthly chart of Bitcoin. So on a long time frame, it's looking extremely bullish. A couple of weeks ago, I said this bullish TK cross above the cloud is extremely bullish. And see what we did. Two omega omega
Candles.
high candles on the Bitcoin chart. So the thing is, where is it gonna go? And that's the question everyone is asking. So what you can do is when the price is in price discovery. So price discovery meaning prices we have not seen before. So as you can see, this was the high of the 2021 bull market. So we're above it now. And then how do you measure how high you can go? So basically, the easiest way and the best way to do this is by using the Fibonacci levels. So I did from here till here, so the top of the previous bull market to the bottom
Very
of
hot.
the bear market, and then you can measure the Fibonacci levels. So this one, the 1.618, this is the golden ratio. So this is where I'm planning to sell. And as you can see, it aligns perfectly with the psychological level of 100K. I know a
Mhm.
lot of people that want to sell at 100K, and it's as well the Fibonacci level. So basically, what I'm planning to do is I'm gonna sell a little bit under it. So maybe here 98K. Um, but nonetheless, this is not the cycle. This is not the whole cycle top I'm imagining. So this is just a mid-cycle top that I'm expecting. I'm expecting it to be around September or Q4, just before the
Okay.
elections, because
Mhm.
mostly they print a lot of money before the elections to show that the economy is booming and to get some
Current
votes,
president
basically.
is doing good. Yada
Yeah.
yada yada. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
It's always the same. Every 4 years, it's the same nonsense, basically. So this is my target for Q4 of this year, aligning well with the Fibonacci levels and the psychological level of 100K. So this is my long-term target, but in the meanwhile, it can go down as well. So most of the times we see before the halving a 38% drop. I don't think this will be the case because of the ETF inflows, but it won't be in a straight line. There will be bumps across the road. It's crypto. There will be minus 20%, plus 40%. So, but all in all, this is my target for Q4 of this year. Let's move on immediately to the ETF inflows. So basically, for those who are not familiar with it, it's basically now in the US, you can buy Bitcoins through these big funds, like for example, BlackRock. Before that was not the case, and now by this fund, basically you can, the average American can buy Bitcoin with their 401k, which is their retirement account. So this is pretty huge, and a lot of corporations can buy Bitcoin now. A lot of funds can buy Bitcoin. Just the average American can buy Bitcoin, and that's why we see a lot of inflows into Bitcoin. And by inflows, I mean a lot of people that buy with their dollars on their bank accounts Bitcoin, and this is
Mhm.
why BlackRock or all the others have to buy the Bitcoin from the markets
Yep.
to cover it,
You
basically.
buy a share of IBIT, for example, and BlackRock, who has the IBIT ticker, has to buy the Bitcoin to back up that share, basically.
Yeah. I'm not sure if
That's putting.
it's immediately that they have to do it, but
No,
I'm
it's with
it's
settlements every end of the
quick.
day or something.
Yeah, it's like that. I think it's basically at the end of the day, or I don't think it's too much down the road. So they basically buy it immediately or at the end of the day, but it's not weeks that are passing by. Um, so just as we can see here, it was a bit better than last week. So we saw more inflows than outflows. The outflows are basically the GBTC product that's already live a couple of years ago, where people's Bitcoin were basically quote unquote blocked, and now they can sell it because of the GBTC product is live. Um, as I said last week, I expect the inflows only to accelerate because, as I said last week, big corporations they cannot buy Bitcoin immediately. They have to wait for board meeting approvals, etc., etc. So
Yeah.
this will only move up in the future, and GBTC is being drained. I think already half has been sold, so this will just continue. If we look at the weekly inflows, you see it was a way better week than last week, and I'm expecting it to be an even bigger week next week.
Next week, yeah.
In terms of on-chain blockchain data, I got a really nice chart here. So basically, this is the Bitcoin transfers from exchanges to wallets. In this case, it's Coinbase, the blockchain data on the Bitcoin blockchain. As you can see here, there are a lot of outflows to wallets. And why is this important? Basically, if there are not much Bitcoin on exchanges, there's a scarcity. So there will be a supply shock when there are no more Bitcoins on exchanges, no more people can buy, and it will only push the price higher. So this is a metric you can look at, which indicates that the future is very bullish for Bitcoin if there's not a lot of Bitcoin on exchanges. You can see it here as well. So this is a yearly chart, also from Coinbase. And as you can see here, the Bitcoin on Coinbase is on levels not seen since 2015. So this is extremely bullish. How much is it? Only 344K Bitcoin on Coinbase. So if this
Well, on
continues,
Coinbase, that's in their wallets, right? In their hot and cold wallets. That's what they own as crypto or Bitcoin to sell, or holdings from clients that hold their crypto on Coinbase.
yeah.
So
So but this
it's a
means that a
supply
lot of
shock.
clients,
If it keeps going down, it's a supply shock, like you said.
yeah, and this just means that a lot of clients are just transferring their Bitcoins towards wallets, which is very bullish because this also means that these clients are not looking to sell their Bitcoins. Because if you,
Mhm.
like for example, we put our Bitcoin on a ledger called wallet, so this is the same. And if why do you do it? It's because you don't expect these Bitcoins to sell. If you have these Bitcoins on an exchange, you expect them to sell in the next few weeks. But if you
Mhm.
transfer them to a cold wallet, you're not
Yep.
looking to sell in the near future.
Maybe a quick clarification. A cold wallet, the term is like basically it's not connected to the internet. It's cold. It doesn't have internet access. It cannot be drained. It shouldn't have internet access. The only purpose of a cold wallet is you put crypto, regardless of what crypto it is, you put it on it and you keep it there, and it's not for next week I'm gonna go get it off. That's not a cold wallet. Cold wallet is something you keep for years and years, and then at a point where you want to sell, you access your crypto, you move it off, you sell it, and that's it. That was the purpose of it. There's not much transactions between a cold wallet. So crypto going down on exchanges means it's more flows towards not only cold wallets, but mostly cold wallets, and it's very bullish.
You also had a very good chart from Coinbase, I believe,
Yes,
where
I
there
have.
were dollar inflows. So that's
Yes.
also something very bullish. Let me just show your
Mhm.
screen. Yeah, you can go ahead.
So I think this popped up yesterday from CryptoQuant that there was a 1.4 billion USDC inflow on Coinbase, which is, yeah, if you look at the charts to the left, Normally the USDC inflows on exchanges are like under 400 million. This is a giant spike, 1.4 billion USDC that moved into, I think it was straight into Coinbase. It can mean a lot of things. One of the things I'm thinking of is there's a big institution that wasn't allocated to crypto that went to Circle and said, hey, I want to buy crypto. Give me $1.4 billion of USDC so I can go DCA into crypto.
Yeah, the thing is, it's in the crypto ecosystem. So most of the times, if you get USDC, so if you buy with your dollars USDC, it's to buy crypto afterwards. You cannot do anything else with it. It's to buy crypto. So
Yeah, well,
in
otherwise you wouldn't convert.
yeah, so in the next few days ahead, or weeks, or maybe months, these 1.4 billion USDC will be used to buy crypto, mostly Bitcoin, probably. I see
Presumably
as well, it's the
Bitcoin.
largest USDC inflow ever. That's pretty big.
Yeah. Well, USDC is not super old. It's like less, and it's Circle's product, which is also a Coinbase related product, I think. But it's less old than USDT and what we had before that. But yeah, it's a giant inflow, and it only signals upside, in my opinion. It's interesting. It's a very high number. That's why it's popped out, and we're showing it.
Yeah, very interesting. Maybe I've got one more thing to show, as in blockchain data of Bitcoin. Let me show my screen again. So as you can see here, this is the MVRV Z-score. This is a very interesting chart. It was first on my radar in 2017, and basically it's used to look when the market is overextended, so overbought or underbought. As you can see here, in 2000, basically every cycle, it marks a top perfectly. So when it gets in the red zone, it's a signal for you, you have to sell it. So as I said, I noticed it in 2017, but since I was a new entrant to the market, I was extremely bullish. I had all my money, all my net worth in illiquid shitcoins. I was just thinking, yeah, we'll be a millionaire in the next few days. I'm never gonna sell.
At the rate it goes up.
So I didn't use it. I knew about it, but I didn't use this MVRV Z score, unfortunately. But
Yep.
as time went on, so I was a bit more mature. I learned about macroeconomics, and I was looking how to uh, play the long game. So how to play these Bitcoin cycles. So I bought a bit here at the green one, and last cycle I was looking when we were topping kind of every day to the MVRV Z score, and the moment we went into the red, I sold it. I sold not everything at once, but I sold a good amount here at the top, and I think my second one I sold here. So basically, I pretty much nailed the previous cycle in terms of selling.
Yeah.
So this is a very, very good indicator to find tops. But the thing why I wanted to show it today, because we're not looking for a top yet. In my eyes, the top will only be in a year and a half or something, way further down the line.
Yeah.
But this MVRV Z-score is also a very good indicator to find local tops. As you can see here, this yellow box also very good predicted the local tops of previous cycles. So basically, when we first entered this yellow box, this means that, well, just looking historically at previous cycles, that we are looking to cool down a little bit. So
Yep.
basically,
Cool off zone.
so it's just to cool off a little bit. That's why it's not bad that you sell off a little bit now to buy back later, because if you look historically, Bitcoin needs to cool down a little bit, and then afterwards we'll make it big spike up. Um, this is just one indicator to look at, so you don't have to follow this blindly. As we said before, the inflows, the outflows and inflows in exchanges looking very bullish. ETF inflows very bullish. So if you want to make an investment decision, you have to look at all the signals. Also at the signals from TA, which will Zero Cool discuss right after this. This is just one of them. So if you make an investment decisions, put them every signal next to each other, and then make your decision. So
Yep.
not only on this one, I'm not gonna make a decision. So, but it's something to keep in mind. The yellow box,
Definitely.
sure, But the red box, definitely. If it gets here in the red box, then I will be cautious, very cautious, and then I will be looking to sell. Here it's fine.
You quickly
Basic,
jump to my screen
yeah,
after
sure.
this one.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay. Another signal that I will be using that was very accurate in the last cycle was the amounts of app installations of the Coinbase app in the app and the Play Store on Android. Currently, it's at number 17 in the finance apps and 255 in the overall apps. The week that crypto topped last year or in 2021 was it when this reached number 1 in finance and number 1 on all apps installed, which means your mom and pop, your brother, your neighbor, their dog are all installing Coinbase app to ape into crypto, and unfortunately that is a signal for you to sell. So that's another indicator that I've been tracking. There's a bot that tracks it on Twitter. I just have it in my feed. I don't look at it actively. I just see it in my feed and it's like, oh, it's going up, it's going down. This indicates to me that we're nowhere near a top.
I was thinking this indicates a good top, but more in terms of altcoin retail things.
Mm-hmm.
Not really a Bitcoin top, but really the ultimate meme top things.
Blow off the rotation into alts after the major alts. Yeah, this is again an indicator. Don't use one indicator, use multiple, but don't get 1,000 indicators to follow. Some have more weight than others. A good one that I'm also going to use and that already flashed, honestly, is the Vegas Sphere. You can put commercials on it. It's like 650,000 for a week or something. So a certain amount of money to advertise with. And if you see crypto ads on that for me is personally get the hell out of Dodge signal and start selling a bit. And I believe they're gonna put dog with hat with coin ad on there, or the meme on there, mid-April during the crypto fight night in Dubai, I believe. And that for me is a sell signal. That's an indicator for me. We have a couple of more. I'm not going to share them all, obviously, but
we will share them all when we get there.
We'll share a couple a week. You got like 3 or 4 in the last episode. We also looked into several like indicators from look into Bitcoin and other websites.
But if you're interested in top signals, in my pinned tweet, so where I explained the whole cycle rotation game, I think my last tweet, I think it's the 10th one, there I explained a lot of top signals. So I listed them down. If you're interested in this, you can check it out there.
All right.
You want to do the TA on Bitcoin?
Yeah, sure. I'm going to start with the Bitcoin dominance. So basically, this is the market cap that Bitcoin has against all other crypto. It goes down in nature because there's more altcoins and Bitcoin will never go up. That's like the thing about Bitcoin. It's a capped supply. 21 million periods. The end. It's never going to change. It's not an infinite supply. That's why it has value. That's why it's a store of value. Now, point being, we're in a range, and the upside, I think, is around 57, 58%, and we're slowly chugging towards there. That's my first indicator. So another leg in Bitcoin up, I assume. Over here, we are idling above the last all-time high, like previously said. Let's delete some stuff from previous streams. For me, the monthly close is very important. Very simple. Close above the yellow line of the all-time high, very bullish. Close below it, then it might be a deviation. We're in trouble. Currently, we're idling above it. It's 2 more days until the monthly close. Yeah, let's see. And then if we dive deeper,
it's battling. It's 70k under above. It's trying.
And if you zoom in on the weekly, it is quite clear it's a very important level, right? Gets rejected, it takes it, but it gets rejected down. It closes under it, but it's bought up. This here, the long wick, bought up and then going up. So if the weekly can close above it, very bullish for me. should you position now? I don't know. Let's dive a bit deeper. The deeper we go, it's consolidating above it. And that's basically what I wanted to see is you reclaim a big level, you idle, and then it just puts in the next leg. And here I did buy, or I opened a long yesterday, I think, with my position starting to accumulate. I never, or very rarely, buy on a set price. I always like put a box of orders that I get to fill, and if I'm greedy, my upper order is lower than my lower order, so my average is lower. But I did enter over here. I think my average entry is over here, I think. And yeah, it's a super important level. It's went through it, it reclaimed it, it tested it, and it bounced. Next obvious point is here, and then we're all-time high again, and then who knows? I still have the idea that we can go over, bait people, and then turbo nuke to 58. It's still in my mind. If we get rejected over here and print a deviation, I will enter a short. And I swing short to 58 to take out these lows at least. That's my view on Bitcoin. Now, you can still enter, honestly. It's not the worst idea. But keep in mind, it's a long weekend, so Monday is a national holiday for a lot of people. The markets will be closed. It's long weekends where Bitcoin and crypto in general tend to do fuckery, as in print a huge wick down, reclaim, and then at the start of the week, then Tuesday, then go up. Long weekends historically have been very volatile because there's less market participants. The algo bots are not running, especially now with Wall Streets and ETFs inflows not being here. There's no price support, there's no TWAP keeping up the price. It's a perfect recipe to play with the price. And first thing I painted was a huge candle down. It doesn't mean it cannot be the opposite, right? It can be straight up as well. So yeah, like I said, I'm aiming for highs. I'm not sure where I'm gonna go. Not 100,000. I don't think it's gonna go to 100,000 in one candle. I'll reassess one above all-time high. Maybe we reject here, like do this, and then I'll close here. It all depends. It's something you need to track. But yeah, overall very bullish. You could long right here, put your stop here. Again, I said last stream, obvious stops are bad because this is a trade that everybody, if you want to trade now, this is a trade you could take. The stop is here. So it's an obvious stop. What you should do actually is just wait, put bids here, and bid a stop that you would use. Also have a low here. There's bids here. Probably not a bad idea if you want to add. If you entered here. But yeah, that's the setup I have for this week. We are bullish across the boards. ETFs look good. The inflows are positive. There's no major super get the hell out of Dodge signals. The only thing I'm very cautious about, it is weekend.
Yeah, and that's exactly my feel as well. But mostly for Bitcoin for myself, I also made a decision this week of selling a lot of my Ethereum, put it into Bitcoin, and I also sold a lot of altcoin positions. So I'm heavily invested in Bitcoin, but I'm still cautious for altcoins.
Sure.
Why is that? It's very simple. As I said last week, the Fed will not cut interest rates anytime soon because every market is at all-time high. Which means that risk assets will perform worse than less risky assets. So Bitcoin will perform better than altcoins. Another major thing, which is maybe even more important, is that I think, and the market thinks it as well, if you look at Polymarket, that the Ethereum ETF will not get approved. And since the Ethereum ETF will not get approved, a lot of people will think there's no chance in hell that their altcoin will get an ETF. The reason why we saw a little bit of an altcoin rally after the Bitcoin ETF was that everyone was expecting that their favorite altcoin will get an ETF, which will
Yeah.
probably happen one day, but
In the future, far
not in
future.
May. So the final deadline for a bunch of the Ethereum ETFs is in May.
Mhm.
So in 2 months, it's the 23rd of May, the final deadline of the first one.
Mhm.
And in my eyes, it will get denied, which will print a very bearish candle on Ethereum. And I think all the other altcoins will follow. As you can see here, I explained this a couple of streams ago. We had on Ethereum Bitcoin, so the Ethereum pair against Bitcoin, a diamond bottom,
Mhm.
which usually
That's breaking down.
is very bullish, because if it comes from above down,
It's a
prints a bottom,
reversal pattern.
prints a diamond. Yeah, it's a reversal pattern. As you can see here, I drew that we normally would have gone up, perfect edge to edge in the cloud, and then went above it. And it
Mhm.
usually aligns well after the halving, which where altcoins and Ethereum perform better. But we closed down the diamond bottom. This is also the position right when I saw, yeah, we will not recover from this. I sold my altcoins and Ethereum. Why? Because we can drop way lower. I think the first thing is here at the previous low. If you want, you can buy some here because, as I said, after the halving, altcoins and Ethereum perform better. But I'm afraid because of the ETF denial, a lot of people will lose their interest in Ethereum, and I think it can. I don't say it will, but it can drop towards the Fibonacci levels here. This golden ratio, and this is 20% more down against Bitcoin.
Mhm.
Um, you just have to ask yourself, does my altcoin has an ETF? If the answer is no, there will just be less inflows into that asset. The case for Bitcoin is very easy. Every day there are millions and millions of dollars that get injected into Bitcoin, so it's normal for the price to go up. All these other altcoins, it's
Do
mostly
not have.
speculation and they don't have an ETF yet. So this is my case why I think Ethereum will move down. I didn't sell everything. I still have a little bit. It's also in a lot of couple wallets because I use Ethereum on chain in wallets, and Bitcoin is mostly as an investment that I
Investment,
don't have.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, so this was my case against Ethereum. So I'm pro Bitcoin, uh, but a little bearish on Ethereum and altcoins in the next weeks ahead. Um,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna let you do the Ethereum
Yep.
TA. You can go.
Yep. I'll start with ETH as well. Something I would like to add. This is, by the way, my range I've been drawing for weeks. I do think once we get above that 0.06, it's going to eat up to 0.07. And then it's when you bid alts, Ethereum and other alts. That aside, the level Jack marked out like 0.04 to 0.032, I think it was. A deep wick in there is definitely an Ethereum buy, but the price doesn't need to go down. Ethereum doesn't in USDT doesn't need to go down to
Exactly,
BTC
because that's
to
my case as well. As I said in the beginning, Bitcoin will probably go towards 100K.
yeah. And if Bitcoin goes to 100K and ETH gets outperformed by Bitcoin, this will also go here. And then it's just the rotation game that you play between the majors from Bitcoin to Ethereum. Yeah, you start buying Ethereum with Bitcoin over here. If, for example, ETH is at $2,000, then yes, it's a good buy. Let's say ETH is at, I don't know, $7,000 when it hits this price, and then it's a less obvious buy in USDT. This is ETH against Bitcoin. You should buy, if it gets here, you should buy with Bitcoin. Play the rotation game and look
Yeah,
at the
the
USDT
ETH
pair.
BTC chart is just useful just to look which asset is a better investment, Bitcoin against Ethereum.
And over here, you can do the exact same, by the way. You do the top and the bottom, and then the golden ratio 0.618 is 7.2K-ish. And that is a level where a lot of people will start to take profits, and then 10k is the level that GCR predicted. It's like a legendary trader that's vanished for a while, but he's been predicting stuff cycles ahead. Stuff like meme coins like Doge. He's still very active in the scene, just not super visible anymore. He's doing a lot of stuff with fractionalized NFTs, stuff like that. But yeah, let's go a bit deeper. Sell targets way down the line. 10k, obviously. 7.2k is one that you should keep an eye on. But if you go deeper, we flipped or at this important level, I think. Give or take. Doesn't matter too much. Let's take this away. We touched and we breached 4k. I think I had my very good long from where was it? Over here, I think, that I started building along. I sold it here. We're back at this level. I'm starting to scale it into a bigger long on Ethereum again. Jack is pretty bearish on Ethereum and alts. I'm still pretty bullish. And the reason why I'm bullish is we're still on Bitcoin above this all-time high level. If we start losing this and start closing like 4-hour candles, 12-hour candles, one-day candles below this, then I'm going to close and turbo sell alts. Now, I'm still pretty bullish on this. This to me, first glance, even without like putting much thought into it, it's in a triangle. Triangles in a bull market break up. And we had the 4k level that we touched. It sold off. It took out these two lows. Very beautiful like lick. It's a perfect example. If you are long from here, your obvious stop is here. Then you buy this stop, which gets hit in this box. Very beautiful buying opportunity here. And then we're just chugging along. It's slowing down. This is a mini triangle within the within the triangle. I think I have a long on Ethereum as well. I started to build higher. I started to build here, I think, and then added a little bit here. My stop is under 3k. I have bids here, basically under the obvious stops, and I'll start to bid this. Again, a swing position. What is my target for this? 4k is the first stop, and then it's all-time high 4.8. And this going lights like this. Oh, push this stop here. That's the first target where I'm going, and we'll see how it reacts at 4k.
Yeah, I think I have the same. I have my cells stacked up at these resistance levels, and I think afterwards it's the Fibonacci levels that you use, as you said before.
And there's a big difference between I hold Ethereum and I'm gonna sell at 4.85k, and I trade Ethereum and I'm gonna take profits at 4.8k, right? I take profits on my trades. I do not sell my crypto, my Ethereum here. I sell them here and here. Big difference.
Yeah, and very low leverage trades, not your spots.
Yeah. And again, leverage, don't go too high. Don't go 10x. Don't go 20x. Don't go 100x. We just did this absolutely bonkers up only run. You don't touch high leverage here. You're gonna lose money. It doesn't matter who you are. There's like maybe a couple actual traders that don't post their P&L cards on Twitter and that have a success rate with high leverage. It's all about timing. It's about having the trend right and the timing to enter right, and not having the trend right but your timing wrong. And I'm very much in the case, just like with my Ethereum long. I thought I was gonna go up giga, so I started bidding, and I started where was it? Here. I started bidding here. This here is a waste of time and funding. Could have bid here, had the exact same entry, and wasted a month and a half plus less in funding. So the trend I had wrong. I had right, the timing I had wrong. And that's very important, especially if you go super high leverage, right? So Ethereum, it's risky. I'm in a long, I'm building it up with 4K and 4.8K in mind because I think there's going to be one more leg. But it could break down. I wouldn't enter on super high leverage here. I think it's too risky.
All right.
And that's Ethereum for me.
Okay. So as we said in the beginning of the stream, we're just gonna do one altcoin, which is Solana because it's got a very good setup. For those that follow my Twitter, I posted it last night because I was watching a movie and then I came back to my computer and I saw this unfolding. So I posted it on Twitter for you guys to see. So it's basically an ascending triangle. It's very beautiful. It's perfect. Touches here on the top, perfect here on the bottom. It's almost as perfect as an ascending triangle can be. What it happens afterwards is it breaks out towards the Fibonacci levels. It just broke out today actually. It's a little bit going down now because Bitcoin is going down, but this is a perfect buy. So you can buy this retest of the triangle. I think I even had a buy right here, so it should be triggered by now. And you can have some others till here. This is like a
and into the
major
triangle, right?
yeah, even back into the triangle. But I think if Bitcoin doesn't screw up right now, so if Bitcoin holds the 70K level, Solana right now, right this day, is a better bet than Bitcoin. So if you want
Yep.
to buy a crypto right at this instant, buy Solana. This is a very good setup. You don't even have to buy it on leverage. It's probably better if you do it on leverage. But I'm just gonna do it on spot so I can sleep better.
Yeah. You
But
don't need to babysit the position.
it's an easy 10%, and if it
Yep.
breaks down, it's fine. It's not with an enormous amount. But Solana is a very good coin that I want to hold the rest of the cycle. And if it's not now, it will probably in the next couple of weeks visit this level. So I don't worry that much. But for me, this is one of the best setups on the major coins at the moment. I don't know if
Yep.
you have anything more to say on Solana.
Yeah, I went big on spots. I bought a lot. I spammed my Discord to say, guys, stop being, excuse my friends, being pussies. It's time to make money and buy Solana. I again mistimed it a little bit. Let's put it on the 4-hour. Where did I enter? I entered before the last drop. I entered in this candle here. It's where I bid a lot. My stop was 140, I think, where I said, okay, I'm out. I started to add here, added here. I just kept adding until the candle went up, and this is all-time high for me. This is straight from here. Jack is saying 220. I think it just flies and it goes all-time high. Where's my long position thingy here? I think this runs all-time high, and that's 40-50% from here. The big thick block here. I think it is a weekly block. I am not sure. No, is it a monthly block? Here, it's a monthly block. We are fighting this monthly block. I see it's a little bit off. Let's put on the snap. There. So this is a monthly order block. We never closed above it. So this is a deviation. So basically reject, reject, reject on these 4 monthly candles. We rejected it again. I think, or I feel, no, we're never sure, right? It is still trading. There's no certainty. There's no 100% certainty. You can just use expertise and experience to do it. Once we start closing above 200, 210, this goes to 60 in a matter of days. And that's why I bought a lot of Solana over here. Basically, like with my quote-unquote play bag, I am 80% allocated to Solana, which is more than what I'm comfortable with, but
which is working out.
It's working out. It is up, I think, 10% already from here. It's 12%. It went up 15%. And again, start closing above this box where we rejected, by the way. It's a clear rejection here. I think this is the ascending triangle. It's an ascending triangle with an ascending triangle. Yeah. Start here and then it's just gonna rocket. Next Wednesday is the wormhole airdrop, which is very anticipated. People are gonna print a lot of money on it. That could be a catalyst for Solana to fly. If people start buying Solana with their wormhole airdrop, the ticker is W, I believe.
Yeah, probably because a lot of people will cash out immediately. I think like yourself, and you will cash it out.
I will cash
probably
out
to the Solana pair. So
yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's not a bad thesis.
Yeah. So yeah, super bullish on Solana. You've probably seen the charts. I need to. Not sure if I'm gonna be able to show it because Velo doesn't have super much data on ETH. Yeah, it doesn't show it. I think maybe this one. It doesn't show it. But I wanted to show was this looks like Ethereum when Ethereum is at 800 and Ethereum went to 4.8k. The chance that it goes to 1,000 exists. That's also where I want to sell my spot bag. Will be 1,000. Maybe that's like the goal targets. We'll assess along the way, right? It could be 800, it could be 600, but
it just depends on the rest of the crypto ecosystem, because I think if it's at 1,000, it surpasses Ethereum's market cap, and I don't see that happening at all. So it depends if the whole crypto ecosystem moves up with it.
Yeah, I think the flip level, like the flipping on Bitcoin, Ethereum is 0.12. I think for Solana to flip Ethereum, it's 0.2.
So what is it
if we look here
for X?
For X-ish. If we look on a monthly level on Sol ETH pair, it is right at resistance, right? Or like you could even argue that this is resistance and that we're idling above it. This doesn't even look like it screams that it wants to fly. If you go to ETH BTC, another very lovely monthly candle against Bitcoin as well. You can draw some order blocks on here. This is an order block. It's closing above it. Sorry. This here is your next order block. That's probably your first target. Give or take here. And this is still how much percent? Then 30%. So super bullish on Solana. I think once this clears 205, 210, this just goes to 60. And on my spot buy, I will most likely take profit between 255 and 270, I think, for most of it. And then keep like 20% just in case it does pull like a giga another 10-20%. And it's just on feeling sell, like, all right, this is enough, gone. And rotate part and profits. I'm gonna say that up to now, I've been rotating my profits into altcoins and into crypto. My profits from now on will be into USD, USDT, USDC. Just to have bullets left for when the day come, and it will come, have no doubts. There will be a day that everybody will be screaming crypto is dead again, and we have a 35% drop in a matter of days, half a day, hours. Black Swan event can always happen. I don't think we'll have another Bitcoin giga nuke like this here. What was it? This candle here. It was 6K. Oh yeah, the FTX candle. I'm not even on the right pair. Hold on.
Or do you mean the COVID?
Yeah, the COVID candle. Where 6K was ultimate support, and we giga nuked. This here's like 50%, 60% candle. Very unlikely, but never say never. I want to have funds to buy. I don't have enough funds that sets my mind to ease to buy a candle if we get 50%. And this looks very small here, but if you put 50% from the top here, yeah, that's to 30K.
It's still fine, actually.
On the longer scale, this, if the price goes like does this, it is still bullish because it's a lower high.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's why I'm cashing out to USDT, USDC, because I want to have bullets left to buy here. Will I buy here? Absolutely. It's between 59 and 54. Definitely I'll buy here and probably buy too much here and not have enough left for here. If we get here.
But I think...
But I want money for here.
But you want money for there, but I don't think we're actually expecting it to go there.
No. And that's completely fine. It doesn't need to get there. I want to have the opportunity, if it does, to buy there. That's the only thing I want. And it doesn't need to be tens of thousands of dollars or thousands of dollars, whatever you trade with, whatever you're fine trading with. You just need to have something to buy on that day where they declare crypto is dead again.
And basically how I do it, so with the money I want to buy, I don't hold it just in cash because, as everybody that's in crypto knows, the US dollar, basically every fiat currency, is depreciating every year with at least 2%, and it will be even more because every central bank is printing a lot of money. There will be a lot of problems. So I don't like to hold dollars either. So what I'm doing is the money that's there to buy these 40% dips, I have them on my stock brokerage account in safe ETFs. So for example, I got a uranium ETF and I got an energy ETF, XLE is a ticker.
Yeah, makes sense.
So that's just waiting on the big opportunities in crypto. If they don't happen, that's fine as well, because most of my money is in crypto.
We don't want them to happen. It's just an in case. Be prepared for it. Have a plan. Have something.
Exactly. All right. So this was Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. What we can do now is look at our predictions from last week. So you're the winner this week. So
nice.
Basically, this was yours at 69,400.
420.
Honestly, it's perfect. I think our predictions. I think we're doing it now 3 weeks. I think we're nailing it. I think if we trade how we predict this, we would have been way richer. But yeah, let's see.
I'm trading my predictions, give or take. Not perfectly. I lost some money on alts, but my Solana spot buy, luckily, is making it break even and then some.
So what I'm thinking for this week, well, for next week, is slightly bullish, but still ranging. So I'm gonna put my line. Wait, when is it? My line for Saturday at 72. So slightly bullish, but still in this range. Where do you put yours?
75.
75. Yeah,
75, all-time high. And
all-time high.
Yeah, 75 all-time high.
Yeah. Okay.
And I still have that little bearish bug in my head that says we go all-time high, we idle there a bit, and then we turbo nuke down to below 60. So yeah, maybe it already touched 75 and we're trading lower. Who knows? But I'm bullish. I'm thinking all-time high. 75 is my goal for next week, Saturday.
Okay, thank you.
Big difference this time.
Let's call it a day. Everyone, thank you very much for watching. We really appreciate it. If you can, thumbs up on the video, like on Twitter, like on YouTube, put on a comment. If you want us to cover something next week, write it in the comments, write me a DM, and we will do it for you. As always, thank you, Zero Cool, for coming on. It's been a pleasure.
No problem.
Even that you have a hangover.
Yeah, it's slightly fading. It's already in the afternoon here, so.
All right. Okay. See you all next week.